What is up, guys? Ryan here, and my beautiful wife, Tiffany, who is not feeling very good. So she is probably not going to be her normal self. Looks like the kids might have hit that.
Oh, that was
okay.
That was probably me and my.
Your thing.
Yeah, exactly. I'm getting like dizzy, vertigo. You know, dizzy. I don't know.
Have you smoked crack lately?
No, I haven't.
Have you done any other illicit drugs?
No.
Are you keistering anything you're not supposed to be keistering? Maybe it like the bag broke or something. I don't know.
Does that mean
the prison wallet?
Oh my God. I hope that everybody had a really, really wonderful Christmas. We did, right? This is
yeah. The bad part about Christmas break, like the hard part, is that the kids were home. Like that was stressful.
No,
the rest of it was good.
Yeah, I had a great break, and the kids were actually good for Christmas.
Yes.
But
all the other days it was horrible.
But all the other days, it's not that they're horrible. It's just that they're loud, right? We're working. They're loud and they're messy.
Yeah.
Like very messy.
Like it's insane. I walk out in the driveway and I'm like, oh my God, what did you guys do to my driveway?
They've got every single tool out of the garage.
Every toy.
They got, milk. That they got jugs that they took out of the trash can and they're filling them up.
Like building a fort or something. Jackson's in the back with a fire starter, like trying to light paper towels on fire. I was like, are we in the apocalypse or something? What the hell are you guys doing? Yeah. Yes. So, what's up?
Tiff mic off. Uh-oh.
Oh, shit.
Ryan. Well, I'm so loud. I'm sure that you guys, she sure is smiling a lot for not feeling good. Yes, this is fake. 100%.
It's called faking it, people.
It's called faking it. This is what I do when I go out on a date with Ryan.
Tell everybody about our first date. That's something we never talked about.
Our first date was horrible.
Okay, so hold on. Back in this time, like we were working at a inner city ministry. I was working like 12 hours a night, 4 days a week in the military, and then I was working like a solid 5 hours or so at the church every day. And I was fasting a lot. And if you guys think I'm skinny now, see me when I'm fasting, I'm like death and bones, dude.
Yeah, because he loses if he doesn't eat for 1 day, he'll lose 5 pounds.
Yeah, like super quick. So, and I didn't want to pay to ever get my hair cut, so I just shaved it bald. So it was rough, dude. It was rough.
And he never went outside, so he was like super pasty.
I worked at night.
Yeah, you were super pasty white too. It was terrible.
Yeah.
I don't know how you ever landed
and I still
a
pulled,
babe like me.
Still pulled a 10. You want to know what the secret is? You got to have a big penis.
No, stop.
Okay, so tell them about our first date.
Nothing. Ryan he had this thing that, okay, all women were evil.
Most of them are.
And we were all just out for money. Well, one, he was broke. Like, you had no money. So I don't know.
Like, I would literally count change and then bring it to like a gas station and be like, bro, can you give me $5 bill? And then that's what I would take her out to coffee.
Yeah, and then he'd take me out to coffee, and then would you even order coffee, or would you just like hope that I was just going to
Let's have a water cup, please.
And he said he was always so thankful that I never ordered like anything extra.
Yeah, please, dear God.
Please, all I got is $5.
You don't want a muffin.
Those muffins look terrible. Do you know how many calories are in those muffins? Oh.
Keep going.
Yeah. So anyway, did I not say this? I'm not feeling good. I'm already forgetting what I'm talking about. I said to Ryan, I'm like, I feel like my brain isn't working properly. Like it's having electrical problems. That's
how Joe Biden feels.
Because I'm not clear right now. But anyway, and no, I didn't smoke any weed. So I felt like I was being interrogated by Ryan. He would just ask me like all these questions, all serious, like not like what's your favorite color. He'd be like, so what's your plans? Where do you want to be in 5 years? And I'd be like, well, like you asked some tough questions. I don't know what they all were now, but I remember sitting there thinking, like, holy crap, this is very serious. Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
And I bagged her.
I would would say you should probably be really good to me because I don't know that you could pull this off again.
No, I told you, my next wife, if you die tragically or whatever.
If I die tragically.
Just saying. I'm just saying, whatever. So she's going to be mute. She's going to have big butt, big boobs. Not going to smoke. And she's not going to know how to talk. It's going to be amazing.
Isn't that what mute means?
Mute, yeah.
I thought you said and must cook.
Yeah, must cook. Big boobs, big butt, must cook, non-smoker. That's going to be my Craigslist ad. Well,
good luck with that one, Ryan. Okay, so What's Up says, I had a good Christmas. I had about 3 guns. Holy smoke.
Sweet.
That's cool. What guns did you get?
No, Michelle, I did not get a flamethrower because Tiffany is selfish.
Actually, somebody, I can't remember who it was, sent me an email and said Bud's Gun Shop has them on for Christmas for $5.99.
Are you for real?
I thought about it. I thought about it for a split second.
$5.99.
And then it flashed before my eyes.
Boof. Florida man.
Florida man. Ryan G. Thomas.
Driving in his wife's Mercury Mountaineer with
2007.
with the sunroof open while son, a.k.a. Lincoln,
10 years old, driving.
AKA Tactical Doodle, is hanging out of the sunroof, spraying the flamethrower down Valrico Road.
This is exactly what flashed before my eyes before I was like, you know, I'm going to pretend I never saw that email. And I moved on. So
when I took her family shooting recently, and I brought like 20 spray paint cans, a bunch of road flares to like blow a bunch of stuff up, right?
It's Ryan's favorite thing to do. Like, we figured this out because maybe people don't know how to do this. So if you want to shoot a paint can, you know, you can't just shoot it. You have to have
if you want it to explode.
You need to have a flare. You need to start the flare. You need to point it at the paint can and have it right beside so that when you shoot it and then it explodes. Then it explodes. And when we say explodes, it explodes.
Massive fireball.
Yeah.
So you guys know me. I am Johnny Danger by night. So I shot this spray paint can, and it's the first time this has ever happened. I must have done this 100 times. The paint can comes like whirling right at us. And Tiff's dad, her brother, everybody's like, oh my God. And I was like, I promise that's the first time it's ever happened. And then they were like, okay, time to go home. And I was like, are you kidding me? I like brought a ton of stuff we're going to blow up, and you guys are giving up after one.
It was raining.
One close death encounter, and you're going to quit?
It was raining. That's why we left U-turn. And everybody was getting excited for barbecue because every time you go shooting with Ryan, there's a barbecue. What is it? No, it's just barbecues.
Barbecues, yeah.
Barbecues.
But it's good.
The barbecues out in Waimama is really good.
It is good.
So then we go do barbecues. So it's pretty sweet.
Carlos says that he's getting his Glock 43X slide milled by Ryan at RP CNC. And Sarah coded, okay, awesome, that's
very
great.
Cool. Yeah.
So what is he charging to mill the slide? I'd be interested in that.
I just had someone ask in the women's group who does the slides, and I couldn't remember.
Eddie says that I look like, back when we were first started dating, I look like Edward from American History X, which is an amazing movie, by the way.
Who said that?
Edward. So I looked exactly like...
Nobody said that.
Edward Jimenez.
Oh,
he
that's
looks like
so funny.
Ed Norton.
Do you know that that's my like all-time favorite movie? So that's funny that he said it. He did not.
Racist.
He did not look like
I
that.
looked exactly like him, except not attractive.
He did
and
not.
Skinny.
Yeah.
I look like the version of Edward Norton on meth.
Yeah, because Edward Norton was super fine in that movie. I don't know what happened to him later. Not so much, but...
Yeah. Katie said she finally got her book, Florida
Awesome.
Shoot, Don't Shoot. Shameless plug time. That's awesome. Okay, so you ready to hear some crazy stories? And this is this is going to make it into the next version of the Shoot or Don't Shoot book. You ready for this?
Okay.
So have you ever been at a store and like somebody is stealing and you know the person's stealing? And like sometimes the employees are just like, you know, whatever, I'm not, just let him go. I'm not going to do it. Is my story that boring already?
Yeah,
Whatever.
it is.
So this happened at a Lowe's. You can see the dude in the white by the SUV with the back door open. You can't really see what's happening, but he's trying to grab the driver who is the thief. Now, this off-duty police officer is like halfway inside of the vehicle trying to stop him.
Oh, so he's an off-duty police.
But he also has a gun in his hand. The cop. You see him?
Oh, yeah.
Look at that guy.
Just because the guy's stealing.
We don't know what the guy was stealing, but yes, he's just stealing.
But he's just stealing. That's
So
what I'm
number one, I'm asking this to you guys. What's up says shoot him. I'm guessing that's not a smart thing.
He said, haha, just joking.
I know. I hope so. Is it smart if somebody is stealing something from a store like that? If you're not like the person responsible, is it really smart for you to
Walmart.
confront that person?
Why do you care so much?
No, it's not
about-
Walmart. It's Lowe's.
Oh, Lowe's. I mean, even Lowe's.
Yeah, I don't care.
Like,
I'm not
whatever.
getting involved in that,
Like,
man.
do you really want to have, like, the police investigating and, you know, get arrested for brandishing or whatever it is and all this stuff just because...
My biggest concern is what do I do with my weed? I'd have to give it to one of the kids and be like, go hide that in a bush or something real quick.
Saying that, people are actually going to start to believe you, you know
People
that,
believe me,
right? You're
yeah.
going to cry wolf one too many times, and then everyone's going to think that you're a massive pothead.
Yeah, probably.
So, okay, so probably because he's an off-duty cop or whatever. He is a cop, he's a retired cop.
Off-duty cop.
Off-duty
Is
cop.
the article that I read.
Okay, so he's like feeling, okay, maybe a little different if you're an off-duty cop.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you know, you're a cop. But
Maybe
I
his
don't-
rules of engagement are different.
I still don't think that there's any reason, though, to be pulling out your gun. Like, let the guy drive. I get it.
Well, you already got the plates, right? I'm assuming that this is this guy's car.
Oh, yeah.
So some people say no. Talk on the phone, take pictures of the plates. Yep, Steve, I totally agree with you.
Don't get involved.
Yeah.
I totally agree. Those gray areas where, like, you know, a woman's being abused or whatever, where people are like, just don't get involved. Those are the times where I'm like, oh, like, you know, I hate to hear that because I understand, like, you don't know what's going on and you don't want to get...
Well, that's a person's actually getting hurt.
Yeah.
So I'm willing to get involved if a person is getting hurt.
Yeah.
If you're stealing from a store, I'm just not, and you're not trying to hurt anybody,
Like,
I'm just not interested.
You know what I'm talking about? I'm talking about where they say yell fire, don't yell help, because people will, like, actually
Not help you.
Not help you because they're like, no, I don't want to get involved. So, but in a situation like this, I mean, who gives a crap? So what? The guy stole a drill or something from Lowe's. Like, I mean, Lowe's has insurance. Let Lowe's handle it.
It reminds me of this time. I don't think it was when we owned the gun store. I was like trying to fix something back there and my air compressor broke. And I like had to get this stuff done quick. So it's like 11 o'clock at night. It was busy. It must have been around Christmas because Home Depot was busy. I walked in, I bought this air compressor, walked up and paid for it. And then I'm outside trying to load it in the trunk of our van. And the manager comes charging out there, got right up in my face.
Just spit on me.
It's not the first time.
It was so
And he's like, did you just steal this? And I was like, no, I just paid for it, dude. And he's like, you have a receipt? And I was like, yeah. And I handed it to him. And then he was like, oh, okay. And he just walked away. So I get it if you're the manager confronting somebody. Now, he made a mistake. He thought I stole it, even though I clearly paid for it. I was right there, but he just missed it. So it's different if you're the manager.
Yeah.
But if I were, you know, if that bad guy's going to try to fight you, you just got to let him go, in my opinion.
Yeah. I mean, even as an off-duty cop, I'm surprised that he even bothered because it's petty theft, right? I mean...
Yes, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
So Canic Bill, yes, we are still signing them. I don't know why Tiffany put the limit of 100. I think it's just
You
because
did. No. Okay, we put the limit of 100 because it's hard to sign that many books. I mean, come on, I'm a busy mom.
I just
here.
signed like a case of them, so they're all ready.
But then Ryan signed 2 cases, so yeah, we're at well over 200. And it's like whatever, just sign them. So yeah, we'll just keep signing them. It's fine. So go ahead and order it, and we'll still sign for you.
Okay.
I had something to say, but now I forgot.
Okay, somebody has asked me on here a couple times now about Grind Hard Ammo.
Oh.
I've never heard of them, so they're obviously a brand new company that's trying to capitalize on the, that hat's cool. I would wear that hat.
So do they just sell regular ammo, or is it their own proprietary ammo that they manufacture?
No, it looks like they're manufacturing it.
Okay.
I just hope it's not reloads. It doesn't say that it's remanufactured. It's probably new.
It's just time will tell.
Yeah, so I think it's great as long as they have good customer service and great, you know, the ammo's not going to blow up on me.
And a good shipping, and then try a box. If it's good, try another box.
Yep.
And then if it seems to be fine and you have no trouble, yeah. We're kind of, we've bought a ton of ammo, right? And we stick kind of to the brands.
Yeah,
that
I stick to the brands that I have already tested, right? So I buy a lot of PM. If I can buy PMC, I'll buy it all day long.
So we don't try a lot of new ammo that comes out because we just don't have a reason to really buy extra because we already have our stockpile, right? I mean, we don't just buy.
We don't have a stockpile. We hate guns. Remember, we hate guns.
This is true.
We hate guns.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you, Canic Bill. You can get it at floridashootdon'tshoot.com. Oh, you got the thing up there.
Yeah.
Look at that. You are good for something.
Clever marketer.
Okay, Mark Miller says they are a Florida company.
Oh, awesome. That's cool. So maybe we should go there and like do a tour or do an interview, whatever. Okay. Hey, did we ever get an email from that dude at the Machine Gun World America or whatever? No?
Might have been one of those emails that I passed.
Okay. Am I the only one concerned about growing shelves in food stores? Growing empty shelves in food stores? No, Mark. I think most of America that is paying attention should be very concerned by it. It is very scary because it's the first time this is really happening in my lifetime. Yeah, I think it's terrifying. And, you know, they say that society completely falls apart in like 3 days, right?
What was that show, Blackout?
It was called Blackout, American Blackout.
If you guys can find it, because I don't know.
It's on YouTube.
Okay, it's only on YouTube. Like, I don't even think you can get it on Netflix or whatever, Amazon. But it's called American Blackout. And if you haven't watched it yet, you need to watch it because it is like, it's very well done. It's very
amazing. So it's basically the entire movie is filmed with cell phone footage from like real blackouts and things that have happened. And then they kind of merged a storyline in there too.
So they made it seem like it was all one blackout.
One incident.
But it is crazy because it's crazy to see how quickly people lose their minds. And it literally, you know, within a matter of days.
Because
people start killing each other.
Frankly, I'm willing to do a lot to feed my children. I'm willing to do a lot. And I think most parents are.
In 3 days. Come on. Like, I have enough food, sweetie.
No, I know that. I know that. But yeah, I think this is a dangerous time in America right now. Yeah. We're not going to get all political, but yeah.
Okay. Here. Katie says Grindhard uses once fired brass for their 223. Got it.
Yeah, I don't buy reloads. So I just had, who was it? Oh, my chiropractor the other day gave me a pitch for some dude that makes remanufactured ammo. And he's like, yeah, he's one of my customers. It'd be really great. And I said, I'm not interested. Like, I have I have never bought remanufactured ammo. Plus, I will not buy it.
It voids all your.
And I will not recommend it because, listen, big ammunition manufacturers have issue with quality control. Yeah. They do, big ones, right? So if the big ones that have $1 billion in revenue every year and dedicated quality control people still have problems and mistakes, Joe Blow making ammunition out of a little warehouse probably can't afford to do it. And I don't know, maybe my opinion can be swayed, but...
No, but isn't firearms, isn't your manufacturer's warranty also void?
Yep, no gun range that I know of will allow you to shoot reloads.
So you can't shoot them, and then you're... although, how do the gun manufacturers actually... And the only reason I say this is because we had a lot of people come in with blown-up barrels, right?
Yeah.
At the gun store?
Squib loads, like bad
and
stuff
like that. So, but how do they know that it's been fired before? They don't really know.
You can usually tell because stuff is mislabeled. Like, we had somebody come to a range class the other day with reloads that they bought from a gun store that lied to them and told them that it was brand new. And as we were looking at it, like, some of the casings were Winchester casings. Some of them are Fiocchi. And then we were like, these are reloads. And like, no, they said it's new. Well, obviously it's not because you have casings that are all different brands in this box. Yeah. So yeah, I don't trust reloads. Don't use them. Never going to use them.
Yeah, David, yes, we know. We keep fighting back and forth with Amazon. They keep pulling it, saying that it's got sensitive material, so I'm making little edits in it.
Is that the book?
Yeah. So you can't leave a review for us on Amazon yet, but we'll let you guys know when you can.
But you can email us a review. Email reviews is still good. Okay. Yeah, it's still good.
All right, I left a question. Yes, we do have your...
Okay, we got a question here. You ready?
I think we have your question in here, Tom. If not, we will answer it today.
Okay. So, Michelle, I work for an aerospace company, and I'm not allowed to conceal or have my gun on company property or in a parking lot in my private vehicle. I have about 15 minutes commute each way. What would you recommend to protect myself during a commute since I cannot carry? Why is she not allowed to have a gun inside of her vehicle parked on aerospace property? Do you know?
Is it federal property?
It's because it's a defense. If it's a defense contractor, you can't have your firearm on defense contractor property. Like we've talked a lot about in my book and inside of that kind of stuff, that what email address should they send the email review to? classes@tampacarry.com would be great. And anybody that wants to leave a video review of it, I would love it. So if you want to...
Video reviews are the best.
I love them.
And just so you know, like this is a video review. It's always best if you go this way and not this way. But this is hey, I read this book and A, B, C, D, this is why I liked it. This is why I recommend it. That's it. Click 30 seconds.
It's funny how people will message us and they're like, here, I sent this review. It took me 7 tries. Yeah. It's like, okay, like...
No, we want you to mess up. We want the...
Just be yourself, right? Because nobody cares and it doesn't matter.
We don't want you to lie. Tell the truth.
Yeah.
But those are always really
Ryan
helpful.
is the most attractive man you've ever seen. Write that in the review.
Yeah, back to Michelle's question. Okay. So she can't have a firearm because it's defense. So the best thing for her to have, well, one, I would say definitely you need to have the pepper spray.
Yeah.
And I would say you need that the one that we sell it's like that big. Right?
No. See, here's the thing, right?
Oh, because it's more
So if it's less than 2.5 ounces, it's not classified as a weapon in the state of Florida. And she can have it, I'm pretty sure, on that aerospace property. I'm not 100%.
That one is less than.
Okay. But
I'm
if
just saying it's got the gel.
The pepper gel. Yeah.
Yes, the pepper gel. Because the pepper gel, that's the one that really, really hurt Ryan, was the pepper gel.
Yeah. We were going to refilm that video. We need to do that.
I'm all...
Maybe we'll sell tickets. If we sell tickets to you guys, come to my house, watch me get sprayed. Actually, we'll sell tickets that you get to spray me with pepper spray. Is that a business idea?
No, we don't need to do that.
How many times can I get sprayed with pepper spray in a day before I die? Is there a limit?
Yes. So anyway, definitely have pepper spray with you because that gel stuff is really, really good. Now, what about that that pepper ball gun?
That thing's too big.
I want to buy one. I want to try it.
Kyle's got one. He'll let us borrow it, and if you guys can shoot me with it.
I really want to see what kind of damage it does. But
we should shoot our kids with it. Is that child abuse?
Did you put what? Oh, thank you so much. Oh, I was saying thank you to you for. I thought somebody posted classes at Tampa Carry. That was you that did it. So.
Okay, Dan says he'll buy a family pack of tickets to spray me with pepper spray.
Of course you will, Dan.
Let me say something real quick. Dan and Joe Yeager on here. So Life in Perspective and Dan Bruscito.
No,
Bricchetto. I first met them last year, right?
No.
Year and a half ago?
2
years ago? And when I first met them...
Before COVID, I think.
Yeah, it was the year before COVID I met them. I'm pretty sure, yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely.
You're not realizing that COVID's been here for like 2 years.
I know, yeah. So 3 years, I guess, then. Or maybe 4.
Long time.
So it's a long time. So anyway, when I first met them, they were like, average shooters. They were like, okay, right?
Well, just getting into guns.
Just getting into it, brand new, and they helped me film the 99 live fire shooting drills course and this new course that we've been putting together called the Sheepdog Masterclass. So I went shooting with them a week ago, just before Christmas break. And let me tell you, first of all, Joe and Dan have been doing dry fire training every single day.
They did the 21-day dry fire challenge.
Since they took the 21-day dry fire challenge.
Wait. But Dan does the 21-day dry fire challenge like all the time.
Every month.
He's the only one that's in there posting videos.
Okay. Let me tell you guys, it is crazy how much better of a shooter Dan and Joe you guys have become.
Yeah.
I didn't tell you because I guess I was too focused when we were at the range, like doing what I was doing.
Yeah.
But I've noticed a really remarkable improvement with both of you. It's like really insane.
I was the one that brought it up. I said, hey, because I always see Dan going to the range. I see him posting in the group. Like I see him shooting all the time. And Joe, I know he's at the range like every Sunday.
Yeah.
So I said, like, hey, did you notice a big difference? And Ryan was like, oh, heck yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, big difference. That's really good.
Yeah, so it was good. And then Lincoln was like, Dad, do you think they're a better shooter than you? And I said, they might be. They might be. Like, they're pretty good. They've gotten really good.
Yeah.
So.
Well, because you're working all the time, you're not practicing. You need to be doing
I know.
some practicing.
I know. So, the student has become the master.
To be quite honest, shooting hurts your back.
Yeah, it's very painful for me to shoot. Okay, ready for this next one? Florida man strikes again.
Oh, gosh.
This is the greatest, man. Imagine driving down the freeway and seeing this.
Florida be like,
what
the
how
fuck?
did you even get on the hood of this semi-truck?
Oh, is he naked?
His shirt's like ripping up.
Okay. Whew.
Oh my.
Okay, we gotta watch this again. So this
Florida
guy had
be
enough
like,
time to pull over his car, and he's like,
what
get the
the
phone,
fuck?
we gotta record this.
OMG.
Smash it, see the whole windshield smashed up?
Do you know the backstory?
I don't know the backstory.
Are you kidding me? You got this and you don't know the backstory?
Okay, Fred found out that his wife was banging Jimmy Bob, who's a truck driver.
No. Somebody Google that while you're watching. Somebody that's watching on the TV, get your phone and Google it.
Okay. What would you do?
Okay.
You're inside of your truck, right? And you're just trying to drive, just trying to deliver your stuff, right?
Well, he must have done something to piss this guy off.
I'm guessing that it was probably like road rage.
Yeah.
I'll bet you that the guy on the hood like did a brake check and jumped out of his car like people do, right?
Yeah.
Especially on a busy road, and then they posture in front of everybody. It's funny, I was just reading The Art of War on Sunday.
Yeah.
And one of the things is I'm not going to remember it exactly, but that Sun Tzu says, and remember, this is a book that's like 1,000 years old or whatever.
Yeah.
So he says, if a man is cursing and belligerent, it just means that he's going to run away when challenged. If a man is calm and quiet, he is ready for a fight. And I thought, that's interesting. Because you're right. The most dangerous people in the room are the people that are quiet, saying, just cross that line, man. Just cross the line.
Well, what they also have is they have that...
Confidence?
It's no. They say, like, the person that has the power but can control it,
Right.
yeah, is the more dangerous one.
Yeah. Like our buddy, who, like, has killed more people than I've slept with.
Well, that's...
Not hard to do. But anyway, so... He's
That's not a good analogy.
He's a very, like, chill dude. He's pretty relaxed. He's very nice. He just looks like an older guy, tons of gray hair, but he'll slit your throat, eat your blood, and...
Eat your blood?
Eat your blood. It's going to be rough. So anyway.
So JD said, I haven't laughed all day until I've seen that.
It's awesome, isn't it?
You said, what would you do? I mean, what are you going to do besides film that crap?
Okay. So I got an idea for a book, and I texted you this idea for the book the other night, and you just blew me off, which is like typical.
I was sleeping,
Okay.
and then I got the text, and I was like, oh my gosh, Ryan.
Okay, so here's the book idea.
Just stop.
No. This is great. This is a book that could make it to the New York Times bestseller if I really give a shit what people think. Okay, tell me in the comments if you guys like the idea for this book. The title is going to be Bartholomew Cletus III. The original Florida man. And that's Buck. That's Buck's original, that's his real name. Okay, and the entire book is going to be like Buck writing, but it's going to be misspelled. It's going to be like all weird words and stuff.
I'm checked out already, Ryan.
And we're going to take stories like this one, and Buck's going to be sharing his life story, but all these little adventures and things are going to happen like this, where his cousin, or he gets stuck on the hood of a truck driving through. So it's going to be real stories of Florida man.
So it's going to be Buck mixed with King of the Hill mixed with Homer Simpson, basically.
And he's got to be on an adventure. He's got to be like trying to go somewhere.
A little bit of Dwight Schrute.
Dan loves it. Hey, it's Ari loves it. Canic Bill loves it. Jeff
says do it, of course.
I think we do it. Then we're going to pull a Dolomite.
Oh, Steve says you need photos too.
Okay. Oh, you're totally right. We do need photos. Then we're going to pull a Dolomite, and we're going to make this into a full-length feature film.
Okay. Moving on. So Mario says apparently that's an older video.
Okay, awesome. You're not dealing with the top shelf organization here, man.
I'm trying to find out the backstory.
Yeah,
okay,
it might be. It might be.
Okay. Somebody had a question here. So Ryan, what's your thoughts on civilians owning body armor, and what do you have, if any? So we used to have body armor, but we sold it because Ryan can't do any of that with his back. His back is so bad. We were like, yeah.
Yeah, I can't carry it. But do you remember we had like some top tier body armor come in?
Really good stuff.
So this stuff during the Iraq and Afghanistan war, like the ceramic plates were like super heavy. Dudes would fall into rivers or whatever and they drowned because it was just too heavy. So we got ceramic plates in that can stop, a 7.62 by 39, an AK-47 round that float. And it was so cool. They were so lightweight. It floated. Do you remember those? Mm-hmm. We sold them for like $2,000. It was a ridiculous number.
Yeah, it was a crazy amount. Yeah. But that's what they were worth. They were worth a ton.
They were worth a lot.
Thank you very much, Joe. You didn't have to do that.
Yeah, thanks, Joe.
Joe is Life in Perspective. You see him on there, and he owns Executive Gun. So he teaches Ryan's online concealed carry class. But then he does the range portion in the Sarasota, Bradenton area. So if you're in the Manatee County over there, you can always take Ryan's class and then meet Joe, who's Ryan's buddy in Sarasota. He does the shoot straight there in Sarasota. Yeah. So
you forgot to say less attractive buddy.
It's at execgun.com. Executive Gun.
Yeah.
Less attractive. You always give him such a hard time.
I like Joe. So I like Joe a lot.
Too. Yeah. He's a gentleman.
He is. Yeah. Which is interesting because, interesting. Different.
Because you're
topic.
not.
No, I'm pretty rude and
Crash.
I
forgot how you say it.
Crash.
Yes, that's you. But you are a gentleman towards women, though.
Sure, as long as they're hot. Did I tell you anytime?
But you are nice. Yeah. Like you feel bad for the stuff that kind of women have to go through and stuff like that. And
sure.
Ryan, he was taking a passport photo. This is a cute story. He was taking a passport photo of a lady, and she was like, I'm so I feel so whatever. And you were like, she was just beautiful, just the way she was.
This lady, she's like, I took her picture, and frankly, this woman is gorgeous. But she came in and she's like, my jaw does this. And I was, in my head, I was thinking, I wish I would have understood when I was younger and trying to date how insecure women are, even though you think you're super gorgeous, how insecure they are.
Well,
right?
It's just that we don't, no, it's not that. It's just that I don't think that I'm gorgeous, but that's also because you look on TV and Facebook and Instagram and TikTok, and all these girls are with big lips and eyes and lashes and stuff. So it's hard. It's just hard to be back in the day. You didn't have to be I don't know. I just feel like standards are a lot harder now. So it's tough. It's tough being a woman. And then there's Ryan, who's walking around, smells like B.O., hasn't shaved in days.
I shaved today.
Hair's all what? Did you?
Yeah, I trimmed it all up. Got all nice and tight.
I'm just saying, though, women are held to a way higher standard.
Uh-huh.
You're scratching your balls. I could not walk around the house farting, scratching my crotch. That would not fly.
Nope, not at all. Yep, not at all.
Anyway.
Okay, all right.
Next story.
Or next
Florida
question. Man. Okay, imagine this. Another what would you do scenario.
Okay.
Road rage. Oh, Mary asked a question about road rage. Let's get her question and then we'll go.
Oh, and then somebody else, I forgot. Convoy. I think it is. Can you please ask your question again?
Okay, and then we'll go to Canic Bill. We'll get to your question, bud. So Mary says, if there is road rage going on right next to me and one pulls a firearm, would you defend or turn the other cheek? I don't think it's about turning the other cheek. I think it's about really understanding what's happening and making sure you're engaging the actual threat and not a concealed carry permit holder. It would be my big fear. It's kind of like when that active shooting just happened down at the car wash near us. The bad guy, he looked nice. He was wearing a nice shirt. He looked like a clean-cut dude. If I saw that guy holding a gun in the extended shooting position, I wouldn't think automatically that you're the bad guy. I would think you're a concealed carry permit holder trying to defend yourself.
Yeah.
It's hard. These situations are hard. I think we have to make a decision in the heat of the moment, and then you got to live with the consequences of that decision.
Yeah.
But we also got to know that getting into a gunfight on the freeway, one of our rules here is we have to know where that bullet is going to stop. And I don't want to be responsible cranking rounds when I know for sure they're going to go through the car door into another vehicle. Yes, you might stop the bad guy, but you might also hurt a lot of other innocent people. And I think that changes if, like, you remember the UPS driver that got kidnapped down in Miami?
Oh, yeah.
So if that bad guy is, like, hanging out the car, shooting and stuff, and I'm right there, I'm going to take a shot.
Yeah.
Because he's already a bad guy. People's lives are already in danger.
Right.
So you might as well just end it and move on, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think it really is like depends on the situation. Depends if you see it all go down and you know exactly like who the aggressor is and because if you could easily get mistaken.
Sure.
And then, kill the wrong person. But also, Ryan and I talked about this before, that there's a lot of people that Ryan in Road Rage had a gun pulled on him. There's a lot of people that just pull out a gun because they think, this is, I'm going to show you, right?
Yeah.
But they don't have an intention of shooting.
You pull a gun, you got an intent to shoot.
I'm not
you got
saying that,
to
but I'm just saying, like, I don't know if it's always a time to just, start blasting away because you're responsible for where your bullet lands, and it's like an iffy situation. So
Yeah.
I think it really depends, like, if you see it all happening, because, like, for instance, that pregnant woman that got shot.
Yeah.
If you just rolled up, like, at the wrong time, you may think that the guy on the motorcycle is the bad guy, right? But meanwhile, she's this, pretty girl who's pregnant. You're not expecting her to be the actual aggressor.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you could make a mistake, and then you end up in jail just because you can't be like, oops, I thought, right?
Yep.
So it could be very dangerous. Okay, Life and Death said the cutest thing.
Okay.
He said, gorgeous means a face a man would be happy to see on his shoulder every morning for the next 50 years, no matter what the details. Aww. Is that a good face for you to wake up every morning?
Yeah, because that's the face. That's what it looks like. Puddle of drool. What was Paisley? Tiff's sending me this, like, sexy picture today. What was the face?
No, so I came downstairs. Paisley and I did our makeup, and then she's like, no, Mom, this is what they say on TikTok. You have to bite your top lip. So I was going like this. She said, no, bite your top lip, and then look up.
So she sends me that picture and says,
So
are you attracted?
I sent that picture to Ryan. Is this hot?
Yeah, no, you look like a zombie. Okay, so
Wait. No. First, I got to ask Tom's question because he emailed this in too. Do you lose your self-protection justification if you modify your trigger?
No, because in my opinion, it is legal to modify your trigger, right? And a experienced gun owner knows that and let's clarify this, if you're taking a drop-in like Apex trigger kit and you're dropping it into your Glock or your M&P or whatever, that gun is still safe. Mm-hmm. Like, you did not do anything to the safety. That's not the way the guns work, right? If you're out there cutting and doing stuff yourself, it's possible you screwed something up.
Right.
But if you're putting a drop-in trigger in, you did not damage anything. The safeties, everything still functions.
Now,
however, what's going to happen is the prosecutors, they're going to use the fact that the jury is mostly made up of non-gun technical people, and they're going to play it off as this is a gun malfunctioned because it was a mistake. And frankly, the strategy here is it's a lot easier to get a manslaughter conviction than it is to get a murder conviction. Kind of like I was interviewed on Channel 10 News last week. Last Tuesday about the Lithia shooting that happened where, what was the kid's name? Bradley Houlet. So they were at his house. Like, the kids broke into the dad's bedroom. They found a handgun. And then one of the kids walked up, put it to the other kid's head that was playing Xbox, and the firearm discharged. So what the interview was about is, we didn't get the link to that interview, did we? I need to text her. Okay. Yeah. So what the interview was about is she said the family has filed a lawsuit against Sig Sauer, so it was a Sig P320 that this kid was killed with, because the shooter says that he never touched the trigger. And I said, well, that's BS.
Listen, you don't know, though. I was the one that said,
in my opinion,
probably not accurate.
It is not accurate. It's the exact same thing that, what's that actor? that just shot and killed these people.
Yeah, Baldwin.
Alec Baldwin is saying, I didn't touch the trigger. The gun just discharged.
Yeah.
It's a typical case, in my opinion, we'll preface that so I don't get to be the next one with the lawsuit, that somebody who did something doesn't want to take responsibility for what they did. So anyway, my old sales manager used to tell me this all the time. He said, Ryan, the truth doesn't matter. It only if it makes sense. It doesn't matter if it's true. It only matters if it makes sense. That's the strategy here. It doesn't matter if you modifying your trigger actually makes it more dangerous or not. What matters is, to the jury, who is non-gun people, it's going to make sense. And you're going to get potentially a manslaughter conviction, or at least more difficult in the case.
What I was going to say is, the bottom line is, this is probably what you want to know is, can they or will they, potentially use that against you?
They will.
Yes.
No doubt. Yeah.
They will. However, let's play kind of devil's advocate here. If it is a cut and dry self-defense case, it would never even get to that point.
Yeah, but that's 5% of shootings in the state of Florida. So your chances of getting to that point are pretty damn high.
Yeah. So.
Okay. So Lincoln says, what about changing the amount of pressure it takes to pull the trigger?
Same thing.
That's modifying the trigger.
Yeah.
Like my concealed carry gun is heavily customized Glock 19 Gen 5. The only thing I have never touched is the trigger, because I want, if I'm ever unfortunate enough to have to use a gun in self-defense, when they bring in a gun expert, their alleged gun expert, and they're like, is this a factory trigger? I want them to say yes.
They're probably still going to be like, but he's got a dimpled barrel, he's got an RMR, he's got a, stippled grip. They'll probably still use all the others.
Of course they will.
Because
and they're going to use a YouTube video of me dressed up like a female 911 operator. I guarantee it.
Okay, so didn't you say somebody else had a question here that we skipped over? No.
Yeah.
Oh.
Canic Bill, but you didn't care about him, and you said just ignore him.
I do care about
that
him.
is what you said.
I just said Tom emailed in.
Okay. So Canic Bill, yes, I am working on 3 different courses for customizing guns. I think the way that we're going to do this, I think we're going to do it live.
Well, you don't know. So
this is just an idea.
I know, but just
I like spitballing ideas with my people.
Let's just get to the...
I'm going to do them live. So it'll be like an hour every day, and it'll just be live, me and Lincoln doing it, talking about it, and just kind of doing it.
But we have no idea.
Okay,
wait. There is a striker block safety, which blocks the striker from hitting the cartridge. The trigger has to be pulled for the striker block to move. Okay, I thought that was a question.
Yeah. So, and again, what's up? Like this entire interview with this reporter, I was explaining to her how guns work, and I just explained this is all. And then she's like, "Yes, but the SIG has had issues with this in the past." I said, "Actually, it hasn't.
It's a drop
The issue with the SIG was the drop safety was malfunctioning. This gun wasn't dropped. This gun was in the kid's hand." And then I was also explaining, when I take students to the range, I specifically tell them, don't put your finger on the trigger. But the number one thing I say the entire time we're together is take your finger off the trigger. Because people's subconscious thought is to slide their finger down there.
Right, yeah, automatically.
Yeah, so they don't even think about it.
Yeah, so no, Canic, I wasn't saying ignore you. I was saying ignore Ryan, because sometimes he gets into everything that he's going to do.
It's awesome. And, Dr. T, I do have a P80 that we're going to put in this course. Me and Lincoln building a P80. Yeah, I think it'd be awesome.
I don't even
Drop
know
a
what
comment.
a P80 is.
Kyle at Bunker Depot gave it to me. So, big plug for Kyle at Bunker Depot. Oh, thanks, Kathy.
Thank you very much, Kat. So, Kathy did the nicest thing. So, Kathy's one of our viewers, but now she has proclaimed herself to be our grandmother. So,
and we happily accept, Kathy.
We happily accept, because she's the greatest baker on the face of the earth. So she brings us all these goodies and makes the most. So Paisley's favorite cake in the world now is her pineapple upside down cake, and that's what she wants for her birthday.
Oh, is it funny?
And the carrot cake she makes is amazing, way better than mine. And for Christmas, she brought us 2 trays of edible
Dude, Kathy.
Edible delights, and Ryan almost ate all the cheesecakes because it was apparently the best cheesecake.
I was ready to fight one of my children
one.
for the cheesecake.
I didn't even get one.
Nobody cares. So it was very, very good. So thank you.
It was very good. So anyway, that was a really nice surprise because that was very, very good food.
Yeah, so anyway, the 80% is like an 80% made Glock. So then you got to machine it and you got to make it all work. So What's Up is saying, 80% stands for 80% of them jam. That's because you've probably got somebody that doesn't understand gunsmithing or fitting, that doesn't know how to get it to work.
Yeah, you might have to, that one probably is going to take a lot extra work.
Yeah, but I'm thinking a 1911 course, an AR-15 course, I think it'd be dope. So drop a comment if you want me to do it.
I'm excited for a 1911 course. I would actually I might even sit in here with you.
Yeah, actually,
Maybe we could build that together. I have to take my nails off, right?
I talked to Kyle. Kyle can get me the gun. It's pretty cheap. And what I was thinking, which would be neat, is, this is me brainstorming, is we'll give away one of the people that buy the course. We'll sell the course for $100 or whatever. Is then we'll give away that gun so that they can go and do it all themselves. What do you think of that idea? It's cheap enough.
Well, I would like to.
Still like $700, but no, we'll keep it because I don't want to give one I did gunsmithing on because then I'm liable.
Oh, you're saying give away.
Just the blank.
The parts. Oh,
yeah.
Well, let's talk about it later. See, this is what he does. He talks out loud.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any more questions?
It's because I'm a genius.
I want to make sure. Sorry, guys. Okay, wait. Let's address this. Sorry that we were not here last week. We figured it out today. Ryan had to drive to South Tampa really fast. We figured out our board. Our
mixing
board, I don't know, fried.
And then I contacted the company and they're like, yeah, send it in and we'll have a look at it in a couple of weeks. I was like, I have a live stream in 4 hours, bro. I can't send this in.
So anyway, we couldn't. And then listen what happened. So then we're like, okay, no big deal. We'll do, a live stream, right? And let everybody know. Our internet went out, and it was out for 3 days.
No internet, 3 days.
So we were we had no internet, we had no system to come back on and wish you guys a Merry Christmas or say bye or anything. So that totally sucked missing you guys last week.
It did suck.
Just wanted to let you guys know that.
Yeah.
We felt bad.
But now I will own 2 mixing boards so that if this ever happens again, we can just swap it out real quick.
You bought 2?
Well, I had to buy another one today.
Oh, okay.
And then we got to send the old one to get fixed, which will take 3 months.
Getting a little stressed there.
And then we'll just have an extra one sitting around, I guess.
All right.
All right, I got another question.
Okay, go.
Let's see, Eric. I know you have to inform police that you have a gun during a traffic stop if they ask you, but what authority do they have to take your firearm? Run the serial number and disassemble it before giving it back. What if your firearm is locked in a metal box? It seems like a Fourth Amendment would prevent that from removing your firearm from your car without a warrant. Maybe. I don't know. So.
Did you not read that question or get prepared for that answer? Maybe. I don't know.
No, I'm not going to make something up. So I don't know. That would honestly be a case for the appellate court to take up.
No, but
or the Supreme Court to take up.
So a lot of cops will, when they take, not a lot, some cops. Some cops will ask you to pop your trunk and they'll put your firearm in the trunk. Some will actually disassemble it because, I don't know, they just feel safer that way. Some will just put it on the roof of the car and some will just tell you, okay.
Just don't touch it.
Don't touch it. But the way that I see it is this. They're not doing it to be an asshole. They're not doing it to be rude. They're doing it for their own safety.
Yeah.
And, you just don't know what this is the thing that I think a lot of people do not understand. So I follow probably 20 different police pages. So I'm telling you, these cops get shot a lot.
I know, and they deal with a lot of crap.
You do not see it in the news, but I probably get at least 1 to 2 dead cops every single day that get posted that died in the line of fire, died doing a domestic, died doing a traffic stop. It's really crazy. So we don't see all that stuff, so we don't always, and then we just think, and kind of sometimes they can have an attitude. So
sure.
we think, you
have an attitude.
You're just being a D-bag, right? And you just want to take my gun, and you just want to be on this power trip. But it could, let's give them the benefit of the doubt and just be like, you know what, maybe the guy just wants to make it home safe to his family. And we don't know because just think, if 3 years ago, let's say, that cop that pulled you over, that took your gun and, was super anal about it and took it apart and all that stuff. What if, 2-3 years ago, he was shot at in a traffic stop, and that now he does things differently. So I always just say, you know what? Who cares? If it makes them feel comfortable to put your gun in the trunk or if it makes them feel comfortable to, disassemble your firearm, I just say, just let it happen. Just let the guy move on with his life. You move on with your life, and that's just it.
Yeah, I frankly am not concerned about that kind of stuff because I do get it. We have friends that are cops. We have friends that are cops that are dead now.
Yeah, sure.
Because of asshole people. So, yeah. I mean, I got nothing against the police. I think most of them are good. And most of them are just trying to do their job, and they deal with the scum of the earth every single day.
And some of
so
them...
let's just get this over with quickly and move on.
Some of them are arrogant. Some of them are on a power trip.
Yeah, but you know what?
Some of them are assholes. And if you get that guy who's on a power trip and wants to take... I mean, whatever. Just let the guy do what he wants to do. Don't let it rub you the wrong way. Keep moving on with... the world's got bigger problems. I say just let them do that with your firearm and move on.
So anyway, that's my... what's up, Richard Groves?
No way! Hi, Richard. Richard is such a sweetheart. I miss him.
We should have Richard come on the show.
Do
you agree?
He can bring a bunch of his revolvers.
Richard. I think you should do that, dude. I think you should come on the show.
He lives far away.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he lives in like North Tampa.
Those sound like excuses to me.
We're all the way in Valrico.
It'll be all right.
That's forever.
So you should do it, Richard. I think that'd be dope.
Okay. Nope. Don't touch my gun. That way we can both respect each other and go home safely.
Okay. So.
Yeah, but JD, they have the right though to ask you to give their firearm if you have it. They have the right to remove it from the vehicle. So, I mean. Yeah,
and Mario asked a question. He said, "I thought we're not required to inform him, and you're not in the state of Florida. We have a no duty to inform."
Duty to inform.
And Chris is very right too. Keep in mind how many people have been shot by the police simply by informing them. It's actually not much. If you listen to CNN, it sounds like a lot, but in reality, it's maybe one every couple years. I mean, this is not a big issue.
I was going to say, but if you've seen the videos, because those ones, they'll release the video, the cop's like going, put your hands up, and the guy's like reaching around. He's like, don't touch it, and they're reaching around. So it's never like where they're like, okay, their hands are like this, and then boom, 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 they're getting shot. You haven't seen those videos. Yeah. It's always they're reaching for something.
They're doing dumb shit. And then they want to play the victim. So.
Yeah. So, I mean, I just have to say I've never had an issue, and I don't know. Maybe it's different.
Yeah, so James is saying you also don't have to answer any questions from the police.
Yeah.
I agree. And, I'm that person, right? Like, when the cop caught me at Disney with a gun, I said, am I being detained? And he said no. And I said,
Ryan
great.
Is that guy.
I don't have to talk to you, okay?
Yeah.
But frankly, every time I've done that, it just makes it worse.
It does.
You know what's interesting? Hold on. You ready?
Kids cry.
Yeah.
Tiff cries.
I had the reverse thing the other day. So, we have there's some, kids, teenagers that ride real motorcycles, not the dirt bike, electric ones we have, but real motorcycles through our neighborhood, which I don't have an issue with because you're not wrecking anything, right?
Yeah.
So, one of our neighbors has been posting in our group that she's calling the police every time she sees them. Mm-hmm. So, I saw these young dudes. I was going to class the other day, and I just, waved and was just going to tell them, hey, dudes, one of our neighbors is a pain in the ass. She probably already called the cops, so just be careful, okay? Mm-hmm. If you're going to cruise through here and then get out because she already called the cops. Mm-hmm. That's all I was trying to say. And as soon as I was like, hey, dude, come here, they were like, go, go, go.
Yeah, because they're thinking.
And then I just thought, that's funny because the way you responded to it now makes me pissed at you, when in reality, I was trying to help you.
Yeah,
not get arrested or harassed by these neighbors.
Sure, but they probably already got yelled at.
I'm sure. Yeah. And so anyway, I thought it was funny.
We've all been teenagers, so we've all been there. I can send you a video with his hands in the air.
Yeah, send it.
Yeah, I mean, that's fine.
Yeah, so the video you're probably talking about is the mental health care worker down in Miami whose patient was having a episode in the street. I don't remember what his issue was, but he was having an episode in the street. The caretaker came and was laying on the ground, sprawled. Caretaker didn't even have a gun. The other bad guy had a knife or something like that, or maybe it was a gun. I don't remember. Mm-hmm. And then one of the cops just panicked and freaking shot the caretaker right in the leg. Mm-hmm. Okay, so that's what you got. One. Find another one.
Well, no, but
so there's not many.
Sorry, I shouldn't say never, because never is never a good thing to say, right? There's always some, but I'm just saying it's probably a very, very small. I mean, I don't know. You've gotten pulled over a lot. You always have a gun on you.
I am a highly motivated driver, and let me tell you, most cops don't give a shit that you have a gun. Most of them don't. because most of them have guns and they know that they can defend themselves, right?
Yeah.
But also, I got nothing to hide from you, man. I got nothing to hide. So the only thing I wish cops would do is I wish they would have a damn credit card reader on their phone and just charge me the bill right now.
I know, because I hate having to send that.
Holy crap, dude. Just
so
put it on my
annoying.
credit card. I'll pay it off in 30 days, and then we'll move on with our lives.
Yeah, Chris says, no, Ryan, but that was a good one. Yeah, so he must have seen it very
Okay,
good.
yeah.
So anyway, Samantha's laughing. Ha, ha, ha. Can I get my license with my medical marijuana card? Just say it quickly.
Yes, but no. Go watch my video, Tampa Carry Medical Marijuana, and it'll explain it all.
So, yes, you actually technically can get your concealed carry permit.
But you're not allowed to own, touch, or possess a gun anymore.
Because if you smoke marijuana, federally, it is still illegal, even though it's not statewide. So, federally, you are a prohibited person to ever touch or own a firearm or ammunition. So,
Yeah.
confusing, but yes.
Okay, so Mario says, I think it's situational. Last time I was pulled over was on my way to the gun range with gun bag and passenger seat. Cop didn't ask about it and just gave me a warning.
Yeah.
Yeah, because again, that cop knows what that bag is
Yeah.
and doesn't care. Because bad people don't walk around with range bags in their car.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
True, probably. But you did, so Ryan did get pulled over once by a cop, right, on the crosstown. And the cop, he was young, right? Like probably 23, 24, straight out of the force. And
Saw my concealed carry permit in my wallet.
Panicked.
And this guy
Like,
freaked out,
he-
cussing at me,
yeah.
screaming at me.
You know, shaking visibly, like, oh my gosh, you know.
To the point where I was like, listen, bro.
You need to calm down.
I said, I'm a Air Force veteran.
Yeah.
I own a gun store. I'm a firearms instructor.
Yeah.
I said, to be honest, I'm probably the least threat you're ever going to encounter.
Yeah.
You just got to relax, man.
Yeah.
But this guy, and then after I said that, he threw my driver's license at me and said, get the F out of this parking lot and don't touch a gun until I'm gone. I was like, whatever, bro.
So, yeah, pretty funny. Okay, do you have anything else?
One more question, I think. So,
Okay.
Carlos, what are your thoughts on the Jimenez pistols?
Oh, yes.
I was given a 380 and don't know anything about them. Carlos, all you need to know there, buddy, is drive across the Sunshine Skyway and throw that son of a bitch in the ocean before somebody dies.
No, don't throw it in the ocean, but...
Probably.
So it's
I
the-
actually buried 3 of them in my backyard just to let them rust and get deteriorated because I didn't know what to do with them.
Oh.
Yeah. Not sure if that's legal, but it happened. So, the story of Jimenez. Jimenez originally started off, it's been 3 separate companies. I don't remember the original name of the
Bryco.
company. It was
Bryco.
Bryco, I think.
Bryco.
So, it started off as Bryco. They started selling tons of them. If you remember the original Saturday Night Special,
Yeah.
you could buy this gun at a pawn shop for $80, $100.
No, less than that back in the
Bad
day.
guys would go smoke somebody and then they would throw it away and that's why it became the Saturday Night Special or a burner. It was so cheap you could go kill somebody, get rid of the evidence, and not be in the hole, right? So, but the issue is they don't harden their parts properly, so
Yeah.
the guns actually fall apart and explode while you're shooting it.
Yeah.
So Bryco, a bunch of people got their eyes poked out, lost hands, and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Massive class action lawsuits, filed bankruptcy. Then the Sun purchased the equipment and all the patents, started making the exact same guns under the name Jennings?
Jennings,
Jennings
yeah.
or something like that?
Jennings.
Exact same thing happened. 10, 20 years later, all these people are getting hurt. Class action lawsuits, file bankruptcy, then all the equipment and everything is purchased by Jimenez. They still sell these at gun shows for like $100.
Yeah.
If you're buying a gun for $100, you should know right then and there, this is garbage.
Yeah. But the biggest thing is that pin in the back that they...
Because it's not hardened. It's
They
a
don't
firing
harden
pin,
it.
retaining pin. It's not hardened, so as you're shooting it, it snaps. It's a little hook.
Yeah.
It snaps, and then the whole thing just falls apart in your hand.
Yeah. So it blows up in your hand.
Yeah.
So if you just want to Google lawsuits, Bryco, lawsuits, Jennings, lawsuits, Jimenez, there will be all your answers.
Yeah.
So just get rid of it. Just go, you know what, go to the pawn shop and whatever. Turn it in for a couple bucks.
Yeah, people used to get pissed when I would buy those at the gun store. I'd be like, I'll give you $15.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, what do you mean it's a gun? It's like, it's barely a gun.
Yeah.
I'll give you $15 and I'm going to sell it for $25. So
Oh my gosh, Miguel, hi. I was thinking about you the other day for some reason when I was driving. I was like, oh, I wonder how old Sarah is already. What?
Freaking inappropriate and weird.
What?
Slightly weird.
No, I think about people all the time. It's
Do you?
Weird, yeah. Don't you ever wonder about people? I do.
Yeah,
All right,
I wonder
time's up.
how
You
somebody
have
like
anything
Joe
else?
Biden can get elected as president. Nope, that's about it.
That's it?
Yep, that's about it.
All right, I thought you had
Okay, if you guys have not picked up a copy of my book yet, make sure you get it. FloridashootDon'tShoot.com. I know the internet is exploding. It was like #1 on Google Trends today for internet searches globally.
this
so
is
obviously,
bull crap. Yeah, and Ron and I are still signing every copy. So if you haven't gotten your copy yet, we will still sign it and ship it to you. But we are going to do some giveaways.
oh, did you talk about Katura? Do you want to talk about that real quick?
No, because I ended up messaging her.
Oh, okay, all
So
right.
I don't even think she's on tonight.
She's not in here,
I
but
didn't see her tonight. So, yeah. So we got some super sweet giveaways tonight. So the first one is this sheepdog.
you got to hold it back by your face a little
Okay.
bit. So it says sheepdog, and then it says Tampa Carry underneath. Pretty dope.
Yep. Coffee mug, tumbler, whatever you want to call it. So if you want a tumbler, people are saying book. No, you got to say cup or tumbler or coffee or something like that. And I'll have a drink while I wait for you to fill that out. Your book
Okay,
is
Shane
fantastic.
says the book
Thank
is
you.
fantastic. Awesome.
Oh, Shane, you finally got it. Good.
I made most of it up. I actually have been on a book writing rampage.
Yeah.
How many book ideas did I give you yesterday? I bet you it's
know,
15.
But I'm the one that has to edit and get them all ready for print. And man, oh man, I am.
It's a lot.
I am.
But I'm
one
excited.
Busy lady.
I'm excited. I've heard, it's funny because once you learn the framework of how to do something, then you
Yeah.
just want to do it faster.
Which is super funny because you always hated.
Maybe you guys know this or
Terrible
not.
at spelling.
I'm terrible at a lot of stuff, but I'm a high school dropout. I'm a college dropout too, I guess. Always been super terrible at English, terrible at writing. It's like the #1 thing that I do. I spend hours
Oh my
every
gosh,
day writing.
You spend so much time writing spreadsheets.
I'm good at spreadsheets, that's for sure, yeah.
Do you have a spreadsheet for me?
I have spreadsheets on how to make spreadsheets.
Do you have a spreadsheet?
I have
Anything?
spreadsheet templates that I've made. I have a whole list of templates that I've made. Yeah, it's crazy. Okay, pick somebody.
Okay. Let me see here. So.
No.
Christopher Branham, BRANHAM. Can you send me an email to winner@tampacarry.com. You just won the sheepdog tumbler.
And Kevin, we'll get your question in just a second, buddy.
Okay. Let me explain this, and then Kevin, we will do your thing. You probably can't see it from this far. This is the super cool pen.
It's basically like 2 308 shells.
It's 2 308 shells. I'll just copy what Ryan says. It has a bolt action right here to actually make the tip come out.
It's a
Is
pen.
that what it's called? Yeah.
Write a book on how to make the tip come out.
It's got the bullet shell at the front. It is super cool. I love it. And then the little clip here is a little rifle. You can't see it from all back here, but it's super cool pen. It actually writes nice too. So if you want to win the super cool pen, just write pen, which you guys are already doing. Okay, do you have Kevin's question?
Yeah, Kevin says, what do I think about the Beretta PX4 Storm? What do I think of them? I think I own one.
You own one.
I've never shot it, but I actually
But you did
forgot
shoot
that I
one
had it.
before.
Oh, I've shot it
we
before.
had
I haven't
the
shot the one that
Gun
I've
Store, we
owned.
shot
Yeah.
one. Yeah.
So I think it's okay.
They
I think
actually
it's
shoot nice, right?
yeah. I think it's a nice gun. What I hate about it,
So thick.
it's not even the thickness. What I hate is that the safety is very sharp, which seems like a petty, stupid thing. But if you're carrying that gun concealed, I gotta imagine that safety would really dig in and kind of cut, and it would be very uncomfortable, in my opinion. And I also hate the way Beretta does their safety. I'm a traditionalist with safeties, if that's a thing. I'm making up a new group of the Second Amendment culture here. But I like a 1911 safety. Down is fire, up is safe. If that's not the way the safety works, it's wrong in my opinion. I don't like this pushing up, pulling down crap with your thumb. I just think it's stupid. I think stick to what we already know works. Why are we trying to change this? Anyway, that's what bothers me about the PX4.
Interesting. I just find that it's super freaking thick. So it's definitely not good for anybody with small hands or typically, women because we have small hands.
Yeah, so you can get into those tight spaces cleaning.
Oh my gosh.
So Paisley said, what are you going to get for Mom's for Mom's stocking stuffer. And I said, we got to get something really special for her. And I said, maybe we should get her a sponge. And she goes, no, she deserves something nicer than that. And I said, okay, a really nice sponge.
You're such an ass.
Yeah, life and death. One of the things I was telling Tiffany, so she bought me one of these too for Christmas, which is funny. She's like re-gifting her own products to me. Not sure how I feel about that. But I was telling her I want to take one of these and actually manufacture a .22 pen gun. And maybe that's one of the things that I'm going to do one day. I actually already have the plans for it just in my head that I've been thinking about this for a long time. Can I do it without exploding my hand? 50-50.
That's what he wants to do. Make a pen gun. So as soon as I heard that, I was like, oh, I don't even know why I try with you. Anyway. Okay, Frank Tagliarini. Tagliarini. I'm pretty sure that's how you say it.
It's a rough name, man.
Tagliarini. Frank, send me an email to winner at tampacarry.com, and we will get that out to you. Last but not least, you can win a copy of Ryan's newest book, Florida Concealed Carry Shoot or Don't Shoot.
The book the Pope has been raving about.
And Ryan and I will sign it. This is Ryan's terrible signature. Right
amazing.
there.
It's
Looks
funny
like a
because
bunch of chicken scratch.
every book
Was
had a
different.
different version of my signature. You know what's interesting?
Mine was closer, but I felt like once you signed that many, like we're talking.
Did we ever get the special book? Did they ever contact us?
Nobody contacted us.
So one of the books,
You know
we
why? 'Cause
signed
they
it.
probably didn't read the email.
One of the books we signed, Ryan G, the Legend. And another book Tiff signed, Tiffany.
No, it was the same book.
No, the same book. Tiffany, the Pickle.
Only one book got that.
Only one book out of hundreds.
It's the golden ticket. It's the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory book.
So if you got that book, you got to send us an email. We got something special for you.
Yeah, and nobody's contacted us yet.
It's a full frontal nude picture of me.
Because that's what everybody wants.
Most people.
Everybody wants a full frontal nude of Ryan. That's it. All right, I got to get people to comment a few more comments. They're coming in slow. I think my computer might be a little...
No, people are dropping off now.
Oh.
People are like, oh, it's a book. I don't want a book.
I don't want a book. Ugh. Stupid book. You know what? A lot of people already bought your book.
You want to know what's amazing? Lincoln works with me, so he goes and does a lot of stuff. Lincoln and I have been listening to marketing books and personal development books, and he actually got a new phone for Christmas, and he's like, Dad, can you put that app on so I can listen to books when I'm not with you? People don't understand. The secret to everything is inside of a book.
Yeah.
The secret to everything. And it's funny, billionaires write down in books exactly how they made billions of dollars.
Yeah, to tell us.
And the reason that they write it is they know nobody's going to read it.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And the people that do read it will not execute and implement it.
I had to get another bookshelf for Ryan because he has
How many books got delivered today for me or in the last 24 hours?
All I know, at least 5, but all I know is that I have to, you know how you have to like yell at your husband and be like, stop buying XYZ, whatever it is, like you gotta stop buying this, or your wife, you know, they overspend. For Ryan, it's books. I'm like, Ryan, like, you can't buy this much books. Like, oh my gosh, you bought another 2, plus you bought 1 on, you know, or 3 on Audible, plus 4 got delivered.
So I know
today.
a guy who is a very wealthy entrepreneur, and he is literally building
His own library.
He is building a 60,000 square foot library for his own personal book collection.
Yeah, so that's right.
How crazy is that?
Ryan loves books. So anyway, so Mick Macy, you just want a copy of Ryan's book. Just send us an email to winner@tampacarry.com, and we will send you one of those. We got to stop. I'm sweating. I'm dying.
Can't stop. Won't stop.
I'm very excited to have you guys all here tonight. I wish I could give you all presents every day, but I would go broke. So I can't. I'm sorry.
Okay. Thanks for watching, guys.
Thank
we appreciate you. Be
We
safe.
Happy New Year. We won't talk to
Happy. Is it? Oh, is that happening?
Yeah, it's happening, and we're not going to talk to them till after. So have a safe New Year, and I should not have to tell you this. I should not, but I'm going to say it. Do not shoot firearms into the air, because every single day, every single year, it happens. You see that? For 4th of July and New Year's,
I know.
they have a
every year.
story about people shooting
Ooh,
guns.
I
up
should
in the
text that
air.
reporter. I can get on TV again.
Oh.
That's a good story.
So, what goes up must come down. These aren't the people.
Except Verizon.
These guys are smart. They don't do that stupid stuff. It's the people that don't watch our channel that do that stuff. Anyway, guys, Happy New Year. Have a great night. We love you. See you next Monday.